I just want to say something before the video starts. If you hear me say MetaQuest 3, I mean MetaQuest 3S. So that's the headset I bought, the MetaQuest 3S, not the MetaQuest 3. So the MetaQuest 3S is the lower end version of the MetaQuest 3. So I just want to get that out of the way before the video starts. Thank you for watching. Just got my MetaQuest 3 about a month ago, and I've been using it quite a lot for sim racing. And today I'm going to be showing you my overall opinion and if you get one. In this video I'm going to be covering 5 main points. First off, we got comfort, then we got looks, performance, cost, and overall opinion. So let's get right into it. So first off, with comfort. The MetaQuest 3S is definitely not the most comfortable headset you can buy. It gets really hot while you're wearing it, and honestly, you can't do long playing sessions while you're wearing this thing. It just gets so hot, and the only way I can, cool down is to have a fan like right in front of me while I'm playing. So yeah, it definitely gets really hot. You get sweaty while you're playing, and honestly, you can't play for a long time before you have to stop and take a break. Also, it is really heavy. The front of it is about a kg, I think. And yeah, it's not very comfortable while you're wearing it. You can get third-party adjustments or like extra bits that make it way more comfortable, and I would definitely suggest buying one of those if you're going to get this headset, because honestly, it's just it's too uncomfortable, and you can't play for more than about an hour. If you want to do about an hour, that's fine, but anything more, it's just going to feel way too uncomfortable. You're going to have to take a break. So overall for comfort, I would just say it gets way too hot, the playing time's going to be near an hour, and it's super heavy and uncomfortable. So I would save up maybe $70 more than the actual headset and buy one of the straps from a third party company and put that on, because that makes it way more comfortable. So yeah, that's what I think about comfort. Next, we have looks. Now I don't mean looks as in the actual look of the headset, I mean what it looks like inside the headset. And it looks great, to be honest. If you're going from single screen, it looks honestly 10 times better. You can just look around and you're like, whoa, like the first time you see it, it's just incredible. You can see pixels while you're in there, but I mean, unless you're like a VR enthusiast, you won't really care. I put it on, and if I'm playing sim racing, I will go grab my VR headset. I won't play single screen anymore. So honestly, it's incredible. And this is probably the worst VR headset you can buy when it comes to PC gaming. So honestly, incredible. And if you had more money, I would buy a better headset than a MetaQuest, just because it looks way better. Honestly, overall, for looks, definitely incredible. It's so much better than anything I've ever done before. Now we have performance. So what I have to say about performance is you don't actually need a really good PC to run a VR headset. I have a pretty mediocre PC. If you know anything about PCs, I've got a Ryzen 5 5600G, and then I've got a GTX 1660 Ti. So it's a pretty mid-range PC, and honestly, it works incredible. I can get 60 FPS on Assetto Corsa, I get 120 on CarX, and on any other games I've tried, there's been no problems. So you actually don't need a good PC. You do need good settings though, so if you are going to do VR on a low-end PC, I would go into like a settings video and just find the best settings, because otherwise you are going to get about 30 FPS less. So honestly, overall, incredible. You don't need a good PC. There's like a whole bunch of stuff online that you need, like a 4090 and stuff like that, but honestly you don't. It runs perfectly fine on a bad PC. So if you have a bad PC and you want to buy a VR headset, don't be too worried about your PC. I would look up the recommended specs though, because it does matter a little bit, but not as much as you think it would. Now the cost of the VR headset. I bought mine for about 500 NZ dollars, so it's pretty cheap considering what it is. There are better ones out there for a much higher cost, and this is definitely the lowest end. But the good thing about the MetaQuest 3 is that you can use it for anything. You don't have to use it for PC gaming. You can use it for standalone VR headset, and it's honestly super fun. So if you had more money to spend, I would go buy a better headset for PC gaming. But yeah, it's honestly amazing. You do need a PC though. So if you are gonna buy a MetaQuest 3 and you don't have a PC, you will need it if you want to do Assetto Corsa or CarX. Now my overall opinion. It is honestly so much fun. I use it every week, most days. Honestly, it is so much better than single screen. I think it's better than triple screen. Honestly, it's the best thing for sim racing. If you are going to buy it, you are going to need a PC, so it is a bit expensive. But honestly, if you get past that, it's so good. To be honest though, if I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't buy the MetaQuest 3S. I'd probably save up a little money and buy the MetaQuest 3. And even if you love sim racing, I would buy a more expensive one and get just like the best looks you can. Honestly, if you love sim racing and you want something more than your single screen, buy a MetaQuest 3S. It's so much fun, and honestly, I have no regrets about buying it. It's so good, and honestly, it's just so good. Thank you guys for watching. That's my opinion on the MetaQuest 3S and if it's good for sim racing.